Do you struggle to understand English? You're not alone! In the next few minutes, I'll show you simple steps to improve your listening, reading, speaking, and vocabulary, even if you start from zero. Stay tuned because by the end, English will feel much easier. How to improve English understanding skills. Part 1, Introduction.
English is one of the most spoken languages in the world. More than 1.5 billion people can speak or understand English at some level. This shows how important English is for study, travel, jobs, business, and daily life. If you know English, you can connect with people from different countries. You can read books, watch movies, understand songs, and learn new knowledge. But many people face one big problem: understanding English. They can read some words, maybe even write simple sentences. But when they listen to English speakers or read a big text, they feel lost. They do not catch the meaning. Why does this happen? Because English understanding is not only about words. It is about listening, reading, vocabulary, grammar, and practice together. Think of English like a puzzle. Each piece of the puzzle is important. If you only learn words but do not listen, the puzzle is not complete. If you only listen but never practice reading, the puzzle is not complete. To understand English well, you must join all the pieces together. Another problem is fear. Many learners feel afraid when they hear fast English. They think, I will never understand this language. But this is not true. Every language looks hard in the beginning. Even children learn slowly. The secret is practice, patience, and smart methods. Improving English understanding is like training your body in the gym. If you go only one day, you will not become strong. But if you go every day for some time, you will see progress. The same with English. If you practice every day, your brain becomes stronger and faster in English. In this guide, we will talk about many simple and useful ways to improve English understanding. We will discuss listening skills, reading skills, vocabulary, grammar, speaking, and daily practice. Each part will give you tips that are easy to follow. The good news is, you do not need to live in an English-speaking country to improve. You can do it from your home, with your phone or computer. The world is full of English resources, movies, podcasts, books, websites, YouTube videos, apps, and more. You just need to use them in the right way. At the end of this full guide, if you follow the steps, your English understanding will improve a lot. You will be able to listen to conversations, understand stories, read books, and watch movies with more confidence. So let's begin this journey together. Step by step, part by part, we will learn how to make English easier and clearer for you. Remember, learning English is not a race. It is a journey. Walk slowly, but do not stop. Every small step brings you closer to success.
Part 2, Listening Skills. How to train your ears.
Listening is the first and most important part of understanding English. Before you can speak well or read fast, you need to train your ears. If your ears are strong, your brain will quickly understand what people are saying. Think about how children learn a language. Before they speak, they listen for many months. A baby listens to the sounds of the mother and father. Slowly, the baby's brain starts to understand. After some time, the baby begins to speak. In the same way, you must first listen a lot to improve your English understanding. 1. Why listening is hard. Many learners say, I can read English, but when people speak, I don't understand. This happens because English is fast. Native speakers often speak quickly. Words connect together, and it feels like one long sound. Different accents. English is spoken in the UK, USA, Australia, India, Africa, and many other places. Each country has its own accent. New vocabulary. Sometimes we hear words that we don't know. If we don't know the meaning, the sentence feels difficult. Pronunciation versus spelling. English is not always pronounced the same way it is written. For example, the word though and through look similar, but sound different. These problems make listening difficult. But don't worry. With practice, your ears will adjust. 2. Start with slow English. In the beginning, don't jump directly to fast movies or news. Start with slow English audio. For example, children's stories in English. English learning podcasts like BBC Learning English, VOA Learning English. YouTube channels that teach English in slow speed. Listen every day for at least 15 to 30 minutes. Do not worry if you don't understand every word. Focus on the main idea. Slowly, your ears will become stronger. 3. Use subtitles. Movies and TV shows are a great way to improve listening. At first, use subtitles in English. This way, your eyes and ears work together. You hear the sound and read the words. This builds connection between listening and reading. After some weeks, try watching without subtitles. Maybe you will not understand everything, but you will start catching familiar words. 4. Repeat listening. Repetition is very powerful. If you listen to the same audio 3 or 4 times, your brain understands more each time. For example, listen to one short story today. Tomorrow, listen again. The third day, listen again. You will be surprised how much more you understand. 5. Listen actively, not passively. Passive listening means you just play English songs or videos in the background while doing other things. This helps a little, but not much. Active listening means you sit, focus, and try to understand. You pause, rewind, and repeat. A good method. Play one sentence. Pause. Repeat the sentence yourself. Compare your pronunciation with the speaker. This way, you train both your ears and your mouth. 6. Listen to different accents. Do not limit yourself to only American or British English. In real life, you will hear many accents. Try listening to people from different countries. At first it may feel strange, but slowly your brain becomes flexible. You will be able to understand English no matter who speaks it. 7. Shadowing technique. Shadowing is a powerful method. Here's how it works. Play an English audio or video. Speak along with the speaker at the same time, like a shadow. Try to copy the speed, rhythm, and pronunciation. This feels difficult at first, but it makes your ears and tongue strong together. You start to hear details you never noticed before. 8. Make listening daily habit. Listening is like exercise. If you do it once a week, you will not improve. But if you do it every day, even for 20 minutes, you will see progress. You can listen while walking, cooking, traveling, or before sleeping. Use your time wisely. 9. Don't try to understand every word. One big mistake learners make is trying to understand every single word. This is not necessary. Even native speakers don't understand every word in movies or songs. Focus on the main idea. If you understand 50% today, maybe next week you will understand 70%. Progress takes time. 10. Make it fun. Don't only listen to boring lessons. Mix it with fun things. English songs, comedy shows, interviews with your favorite celebrities, short English stories. If you enjoy listening, you will do it more often. Final words for listening. Listening is the doorway to understanding English. The more you listen, the easier English will feel. Start small, be consistent, and use the right method. Slow English, subtitles, repetition, shadowing, and daily practice. Slowly but surely, your ears will open to the beauty of English.
Part 3. Reading skills. How to understand written English.
Reading is the second key to improving your English understanding. Listening trains your ears, but reading trains your eyes and brain. When you read, you see how words are written, how sentences are formed, and how ideas are expressed. Reading also gives you new vocabulary and teaches you grammar in a natural way. If you want to improve your English understanding, you must read every day. Don't worry, you don't need to read big, difficult books from the start. Begin with simple things and slowly move to harder ones. 1. Why reading is important. Reading is important because it builds vocabulary. You see new words and understand them from the context. It shows grammar in action. Instead of learning grammar rules by memory, you see how they are used in sentences. It improves writing. The more you read, the better you write. It helps listening. When you know words from reading, you can recognize them in speech. It gives knowledge. You learn about history, science stories, and different cultures. 2. Start small and simple. Do not begin with heavy novels or newspapers. If you try those first, you may feel bored or lost. Start with easy English. Good options are children's storybooks, simple English newspapers like The Times in Simple English or BBC Newsround, short online stories written for learners, graded readers' books written in levels for learners, like Level 1, Level 2, etc. When you start small, you build confidence. Later, you can move to more advanced books. 3. Daily reading habit. Make reading part of your daily routine. Even 15 minutes a day is powerful. It is better to read a little every day than to read a lot one day and then stop. Example: morning, read one short news article. Afternoon, read 2 to 3 pages of a story. Night, review new words you saw in the reading. This daily habit will improve your understanding step by step. 4. Read with purpose. When you read, ask yourself, why am I reading this? There are 2 main purposes. Reading for pleasure. This is when you read stories, novels, or articles you enjoy. The goal is fun and relaxation. Reading for study. This is when you read textbooks, grammar explanations, or exam material. The goal is to learn deeply. Both are important. Reading for fun keeps you motivated. Reading for study gives you strong knowledge. 5. Don't worry about every word. Many learners stop reading when they see a new word. They quickly take a dictionary, and this breaks their focus. Instead, try to understand the meaning from the context. Look at the whole sentence or paragraph. Usually, you can guess the meaning. For example, the boy was shivering because it was very cold. Even if you don't know shivering, you can guess it means shaking. If a word repeats many times and you still don't know it, then check the dictionary. But don't stop for every small word. 6. Use 2 types of reading. There are 2 useful ways to read. Extensive reading. Read a lot of material at an easy level. This builds speed and confidence. Example: reading short stories or simple articles. Intensive reading. Read small material carefully and study it deeply. Example: reading one paragraph, checking each new word, and understanding grammar. Do both types. Extensive reading makes you fast. Intensive reading makes you strong. 7. Read aloud. Sometimes read aloud. This way, your eyes, mouth, and ears work together. You improve pronunciation and also memory. If you feel shy, read aloud when you are alone. 8. Keep a vocabulary notebook. When you find a useful new word, write it in a notebook. Do not try to write every word. Only write important ones you think you will use. Write the word, meaning, and one example sentence. Review this notebook once or twice a week. 9. Mix reading materials. Don't only read one type of material. Mix different kinds so your brain gets variety. For example, news articles for current events, stories for imagination, essays for ideas, social media posts for modern English, poems or quotes for beauty and inspiration. This keeps reading interesting and helps you understand English in many forms. 10. Make reading fun. Choose topics you love. If you like sports, read sports articles. If you like technology, read about gadgets. If you like travel, read travel blogs. When you enjoy the topic, you will read more and more. You can also join online reading groups, where people read the same book and share their thoughts. This makes reading social and exciting. 11. Progress step by step. Don't expect to read Shakespeare or advanced novels in the beginning. First, read simple, then medium, then hard. Just like climbing stairs, you cannot jump to the top. Step by step, your reading power will grow. Final words for reading. Reading is one of the fastest ways to improve English understanding. Start with easy materials. Read daily. Don't stop for every word. Use both extensive and intensive reading, and make it fun. The more you read, the more English will become part of your mind. Slowly, you will see that books, articles, and even exam materials are easier to understand.
Part 4. Vocabulary Building. Easy methods to learn words.
Vocabulary is the heart of English understanding. Without words, you cannot understand what people say or what you read. The more words you know, the easier English becomes. But vocabulary is not only about memorizing. It is about remembering and using words in real life. Many learners learn new words but forget them after 1 or 2 days. This is normal because our brain forgets quickly if we don't use the word. So the secret is to learn words in a smart way and practice them regularly. 1. Why vocabulary is important. Helps understanding. The more words you know, the more you understand. Helps speaking. You can express yourself better if you know the right words. Helps writing. Good vocabulary makes your writing clear and powerful. Helps listening. If you know the words, your ears recognize them quickly. In short, vocabulary is like money. The more you have, the richer your English becomes. 2. Learn words in context. Never learn words alone, like just a list of translations. Always learn them in sentences or real situations. Example. Don't only learn. Abandon equals to leave. Learn in context. He abandoned the car in the middle of the road. When you see the word in action, your brain remembers better. 3. Use a vocabulary notebook. Keep a small notebook or use your phone notes. Whenever you find a useful word, write it down with meaning and example sentence. Review it 2 to 3 times a week. Repetition makes memory strong. Format example. Word, relax. Meaning, to rest, to feel calm. Example, I relax after work by listening to music. 4. Focus on common words. English has more than 600,000 words, but you don't need them all. About 2,000, 3,000. Common words cover most daily English. Start with these high-frequency words. They appear in news, movies, and books again and again. Later, when you are stronger, you can learn advanced vocabulary. 5. Use flashcards. Flashcards are very helpful. You can use paper cards or mobile apps like Quizlet, Anki, or Memrise. Write the word on one side and meaning, example on the other. Test yourself daily. Flashcards use a method called spaced repetition, which helps you remember longer. 6. Learn word families. Words are like families. If you learn one word, you can also learn related words. Example, happy adjective, happiness noun, happily adverb. This way, you get more words at the same time, and you understand how they change in sentences. 7. Practice with synonyms and antonyms. Synonyms equals words with similar meaning. Antonyms equals words with opposite meaning. Example, big synonyms, large, huge, giant. Big antonyms, small, tiny, little. Learning in groups makes memory stronger and gives you choices when speaking. 8. Use the words immediately. Don't just keep words in your notebook. Use them in your speaking or writing. For example, if you learn the word delicious, try to use it today. This food is delicious. My mother cooks delicious meals. The more you use a word, the more natural it becomes. 9. Read and listen to learn vocabulary naturally. Reading and listening are the best sources of vocabulary. Instead of memorizing lists, see how words are used in real texts and conversations. When you meet the same word many times, it sticks in your brain. 10. Learn phrases, not just words. Sometimes it is better to learn short phrases instead of single words. Example, instead of only learning interested, learn, I am interested in sports. She is interested in reading books. This way, you know how to use the word correctly in real life. 11. Connect words with images and feelings. Our brain remembers pictures and emotions better than plain text. Connect new words with images in your mind or with feelings. Example. For the word storm, imagine a strong rainy night with thunder. You will never forget it. 12. Make word games. Play word games like crossword puzzles, Scrabble, or vocabulary quizzes. Games make learning fun and reduce stress. 13. Learn 5 to 10 words daily. Do not try to learn 50 words in one day. You will forget them. Instead, learn 5 to 10 new words daily and review them again and again. Slow but steady progress is better than fast forgetting. 14. Group words by topics. Learning words by topics is easier than random learning. Examples of topics: food, apple, rice, bread, delicious, hungry. Travel, bus, train, airport, ticket, journey. Emotions: happy, sad, angry, excited, nervous. This way, you can use many words together in one conversation. 15. Don't fear forgetting. Forgetting is natural. Do not feel sad if you forget a word. Just review again. Every time you forget and review, your memory becomes stronger. Learning vocabulary is like watering a plant. You must give water again and again until the tree grows. Final words for vocabulary. Vocabulary is the key to understanding English. Learn words in context. Use a notebook, practice daily, and focus on common words first. Don't just collect words, use them. Slowly, your vocabulary will grow like a garden, full of useful words for speaking, reading, writing, and listening.
Part 5. Grammar Basics. Understanding Sentences.
Grammar is the structure of a language. It is like the skeleton of English. Without grammar, words cannot form correct sentences. But don't worry, grammar is not as difficult as it seems. You do not need to memorize all rules at once. If you understand simple grammar and see it in action, your English understanding will improve quickly. Grammar helps you understand sentences while reading, follow conversations while listening, speak clearly and correctly, write understandable sentences. 1. Start with simple sentences. At the beginning, focus on simple sentences. A simple sentence has a subject, a verb, and sometimes an object. Examples: I eat rice. Subject plus verb plus object. She reads books. The dog runs fast. When you understand simple sentences, you can read small text and understand the meaning. Later, you can move to complex sentences. 2. Learn parts of speech. English words are divided into different types, called parts of speech. The main ones are: 1. A noun, name of a person, place, thing, or idea. Example: boy, school, book, happiness. 2. Pronoun, replaces a noun. Example: he, she, it, they. 3. Verb, shows action or state. Example: run, eat, is, have. 4. Adjective, describes a noun. Example: big, beautiful, fast. 5. Adverb, describes a verb, adjective, or other adverb. Example: quickly, very, well. 6. Preposition, shows position, time, or direction. Example: in, on, at, under, before. 7. Conjunction, joins words or sentences. Example: and, but, or, because. 8. Interjection, shows emotion. Example: wow, oh no, hooray. Understanding these parts makes it easier to know the role of each word in a sentence. 3. Learn tenses step by step. Tenses tell us about time, past, present, or future. Don't learn all tenses at once. Start with 3 main tenses. 1. Present simple, for habits or general facts. Example: I eat breakfast every day. 2. Past simple, for actions that happened in the past. Example: I ate breakfast yesterday. 3. Future simple, for actions that will happen. Example: I will eat breakfast tomorrow. After these, you can learn continuous and perfect tenses slowly. 4. Understand question and negative sentences. English has different ways to ask questions and make negatives. Questions. Do you like tea? Where is she going? Negatives. I do not like tea. She is not at home. Practice these patterns often because they appear in almost every conversation. 5. Use grammar in reading and listening. Do not only learn grammar rules from a book. Use reading and listening materials to see grammar in action. For example, when you read a story, notice how past tense is used. When you listen to a conversation, notice how questions are formed. This makes grammar practical, not just theory. 6. Learn common sentence patterns. Some sentence patterns are very common and useful. For example, 1. Subject plus verb plus object. I like chocolate. 2. Subject plus verb plus adjective. The weather is hot. 3. There plus verb plus noun. There is a book on the table. 4. Question. What is your name? If you recognize these patterns, you can understand sentences faster. 7. Practice small sentences daily. Make a habit of writing 5 to 10 simple sentences every day. For example, I wake up at 7 a.m. I drink water. My brother plays football. This strengthens your understanding of sentence structure. 8. Avoid grammar fear. Many learners feel scared of grammar. They think I will never remember all rules. Don't worry. You don't need perfect grammar to understand English. Start with simple rules, practice regularly, and slowly build knowledge. Making mistakes is part of learning. 9. Use grammar in speaking. Grammar is not only for reading and writing. When you speak, think of simple grammar first. Don't try to make very long or complex sentences. Use what you know. For example, correct. I am going to school. Wrong. Me go school. Speaking with correct grammar helps your brain. Recognize correct sentences when listening and reading. 10. Review grammar regularly. Grammar is easy to forget if you do not review. Set 10 to 15 minutes every day to go over past lessons. Practice exercises, check mistakes, and slowly you will improve. Final words for grammar. Grammar is like the roadmap of English. You don't need to know every road at the beginning. Start with main roads, simple sentences, tenses, common patterns. Practice every day. Notice grammar in reading and listening. And slowly your English understanding will become stronger and clearer.
Part 6. Speaking Practice. Why speaking improves understanding.
Speaking is one of the most powerful ways to improve English understanding. Many learners think that speaking only helps with talking. But in reality, speaking also makes your brain understand English faster. When you speak, your brain listens to yourself, remembers words, and practices grammar. Even if your goal is not to speak perfectly, practicing speaking regularly will increase your listening and reading skills too. 1. Start with simple sentences. Do not try to speak complex sentences at first. Begin with small, simple sentences that you know. For example, I like apples. The weather is hot. I am happy today. Even these small sentences help your brain connect words, grammar, and meaning. Slowly, your sentences will grow longer. 2. Speak every day. Consistency is key. Try to speak English every day, even for 10 to 15 minutes. The more you speak, the faster your brain learns. You can speak to yourself. Describe what you are doing. Example, I am cooking rice. I am washing vegetables. With friends, practice with anyone who knows English. Online, use language exchange apps to talk with learners or native speakers. 3. Don't fear mistakes. Many learners avoid speaking because they are afraid of mistakes. Remember, mistakes are normal. Every mistake teaches your brain the correct way. The more you speak, the fewer mistakes you make over time. 4. Use shadowing technique. Shadowing is a very effective method to improve speaking and listening at the same time. How to do it? Play an English audio movie, podcast, or speech. Speak along with the speaker at the same time. Try to copy pronunciation, rhythm, and intonation. This improves your accent, speaking fluency, and listening skills together. 5. Practice pronunciation. Good pronunciation helps your brain understand English better. If you pronounce words correctly, you can also recognize them faster when listening. Tips for pronunciation. Listen carefully to native speakers. Repeat words and sentences aloud. Use online dictionaries to hear word pronunciation. Record your own voice and compare it with the original. 6. Think in English. A common problem is translating from your native language to English while speaking. This slows down understanding. Try to think in English while describing simple things. Instead of, I today went market, say, I went to the market today. Thinking directly in English makes speaking and understanding much faster. 7. Speak about your daily life. Talk about what you do every day. This is simple and practical. For example, I wake up at 7 a.m. I brush my teeth. I eat breakfast. I go to university. I study law. I meet my friends. This type of practice makes English natural for your daily life. 8. Ask and answer questions. Another useful way is to practice Q&A. Ask yourself questions and answer in English. What did you eat today? How are you feeling? What is your favorite movie? This prepares your brain to understand similar questions in conversations. 9. Speak with confidence. Confidence is more important than perfection. Even if your English is not perfect, speak confidently. People will understand and your brain will learn faster. Avoid overthinking grammar or vocabulary while speaking. Just try. 10. Combine speaking with listening. Speaking improves listening. When you try to say a word correctly, your brain notices how it sounds in real English. This makes listening easier. The more you speak, the better you understand English naturally. Final words for speaking practice. Speaking is not just for talking, it is for learning and understanding. Start with simple sentences. Practice every day. Use shadowing, think in English, and speak about daily life. Don't fear mistakes and focus on confidence. Slowly, your brain will connect speaking with listening, reading, and writing, making English understanding much easier.
Part 7. Daily Routine. How to practice every day.
Consistency is the most important factor in improving English understanding. You cannot become good in one day or 1 week. You need a daily routine that trains your listening, reading, speaking, and vocabulary. Even 3060 minutes every day is better than long sessions once a week. 1. Divide your practice time. You can divide your daily English practice into small parts. Example, listening, 15 to 20 minutes. Reading, 15 to 20 minutes. Vocabulary, 10 to 15 minutes. Speaking, 10 to 15 minutes. If you follow this routine, you cover all skills every day. 2. Morning practice. Morning is the best time to focus because your mind is fresh. You can listen to a short English podcast or news. Read a few pages of a story or newspaper. Review new vocabulary. Morning practice gives your brain an early boost and makes learning easier throughout the day. 3. Afternoon practice. Afternoon practice can be light and fun. Watch a short English video or YouTube clip. Speak aloud about what you watched. Write 5 to 10 simple sentences using new words. Afternoon practice keeps you in touch with English in a relaxed way. 4. Evening practice. Evening is a good time to review and strengthen memory. Listen to English songs and focus on the words. Read an article or story and note important points. Speak about your day in English. This review before sleeping helps your brain remember better. 5. Use English in daily life. Try to use English naturally during your daily activities. Speak to friends in English. Think in English while cooking or walking. Write a short diary in English. Label items at home with English words. Small daily use makes English part of your life. not just a subject to study. 6. Make short goals. Set small goals for each day. Learn 5 new words today. Read 1 short story. Speak 10 sentences aloud. Achieving small goals every day keeps you motivated. Over time, small efforts add up to big improvement. 7. Track your progress. Keep a notebook or phone record of what you do daily. For example, Monday, listen to news, read 2 pages, learned 5 words. Tuesday, watched a video, spoke 10 sentences, reviewed words. Tracking helps you see progress, stay motivated, and identify weak areas. 8. Make it fun. Practice is easier if it is enjoyable. Watch English movies or cartoons. Listen to favorite songs. Play word games. Talk with friends or online partners. Fun practice keeps you consistent without feeling bored. 9. Avoid overloading. Do not try to study for hours at once. Long sessions can be tiring and less effective. Short, consistent daily practice is more useful than long, irregular study. 10. Be patient and persistent. Improving English understanding takes time. You may not notice progress immediately. Be patient. Every day you practice, your brain gets stronger. Slowly, listening, reading, speaking, and vocabulary will improve together. Final words for daily routine. A daily routine is the backbone of English improvement. Divide practice into listening, reading, speaking, and vocabulary. Set small goals, use English in daily life, and make it fun. Be consistent, track progress, and stay patient. Small daily steps create big results over time.
Part 8. Common mistakes and how to avoid them.
When learning English, many learners make similar mistakes. Recognizing and correcting these mistakes will improve your understanding much faster. 1. Trying to understand every word. Many learners stop reading or listening when they find a new word. This slows learning. Solution. Focus on the main idea. Guess the meaning from context. Check the dictionary only for important words that repeat. 2. Translating everything. Thinking in your native language and then translating into English is slow and confusing. Solution. Try to think directly in English. Describe simple actions or feelings in English first. Gradually, your brain will adapt. 3. Avoiding speaking. Some learners are afraid to speak and lose practice. Solution. Speak every day, even small sentences. Mistakes are normal and helpful. Confidence matters more than perfection. 4. Ignoring grammar. Some learners think grammar is boring and skip it. This causes misunderstandings in reading and speaking. Solution. Learn basic grammar step by step. Focus on simple sentences, tenses, and common patterns. Notice grammar in reading and listening. 5. Memorizing words without use. Learning words but never using them makes you forget easily. Solution. Use new words in sentences, speaking, or writing. Practice regularly to remember words better. 6. Inconsistent practice. Studying English irregularly slows progress. Solution. Make a daily routine. Even 30 minutes per day is better than 3 hours once a week. Final words for mistakes. Mistakes are normal and part of learning. The key is to notice them and correct them. Avoid trying to be perfect too soon. Focus on practice, consistency, and smart learning. And your English understanding will steadily improve.
Part 9. Conclusion. Final tips and motivation.
Improving English understanding is a journey, not a race. It takes patience, practice, and consistency. Every day you listen, read, speak, and learn new words. Your brain becomes stronger in English. Small steps every day lead to big results over time. Remember these key points. 1. Listen actively. Focus on the main idea. Repeat often and try different accents. 2. Read regularly. Start simple, read daily, and learn words in context. 3. Build vocabulary. Learn common words first. Use them in sentences and review often. 4. Practice grammar. Start with simple sentences, tenses, and patterns. Notice grammar in real English. 5. Speak confidently. Even small sentences daily help your listening and understanding. 6. Use English daily. Think, write, and speak in English as much as possible. 7. Be consistent. Short daily practice is better than long, irregular sessions. Do not fear mistakes, they are part of learning. Stay motivated, enjoy the process, and make English a part of your life. With patience and smart practice, your English understanding will improve. Soon, listening, reading, speaking, and writing will feel natural, and you will gain confidence to use English in everyday life.
If you found these tips useful, don't forget to like this video, share it with your friends, and comment below your favorite tip. And make sure to subscribe to my channel for more easy English learning tips every day.